This cancel that control also. Control also. Yeah, flat file destination control, you delete it and put another control. No. You got it. You just close this. I have to connect it, no? Now this connection manager also you delete it. Down, flat file connection manager you have. Delete it, right click and delete.
Okay. New. Test one.
Go for browse. Column names in the first data row option you select it. Column names. Go back to general. Down last option. Right, then okay. Then go to mappings. Right click and select all mappings and okay.
What about the special column?
That column we have deleted from the source itself, no? Because that needs some data conversion. That's what the problem is. Data conversion we don't know at this stage, right? That's why I've just deleted that column.
You have to select this one, then okay, right?
Select and okay. Now you execute it.
Now it is good. Execute package.
You've broken your head with that error yesterday?
No, just a few minutes. I didn't get that much time yesterday.
Done, no? No, that's the problem with the data type. Data type conversion is required. You can verify that in your AdventureWorks, the table, whatever that table it is.
Right. That's fine. Yeah. What is this value here? It's placing in the parentheses, curly braces.
Go up. You need to see the column name. Then only we'll understand. Go up.
GUI
GUID it is.
So in the SQL Server, in the Oracle there is a row ID, right?
Row ID, that is auto-generated value there.
In Oracle, yeah, it's like a pseudo column which always there when you create a record.
Okay, but this is registry generated value.
So for
GUID,
this is basically in the table. It's not generated by SQL Server.
No, it is from the OS registry generated value.
Oh, this is a unique, right?
Unique value only.
So every SQL Server table will have row GUI ID?
Will have.
Oh, why it will say GUI ID?
GUID is the full form I need to look into. GUID is registry term, actually it is.
Graphical user, right?
You go to the run and say regedit over there. In your start run, there you go for.
No, that's fine. So now what I'm saying is this is where I go and right click and execute it. Now let's say I don't want to go into the GUI. I want to execute this from the DOS prompt, or I want to execute Yeah, from the command line or something.
You want to execute this from command line, you have a command dt executil, dt exec command. The command I will tell you. For that also you need to understand the package deployment. That is a separate concept. Only deployed packages you can execute with utilities.
Correct.
Command line.
Why this one?
That part also will come across. That is the last concept under this. Okay.
Okay.
So in the meanwhile, we just stop debugging this. Now, in between this, change the source. Double click on that. Double click on the source. Change the source to sales order detail. Person address is the table now. Change it to sales order detail. Sales order detail.
Okay.
You have that sales order detail. Okay, columns. We have to filter the columns. Just click on a tick mark before name. Deselect everything. Select only product ID, order quantity, just above product ID, order quantity, and sales order ID, top number 1, sales order ID, then unit price, line total. Okay, now click on OK.
Now
just
the destination is now different. It is giving cross.
Delete that also. That link you delete it first. Between the OLEDB source and flat file, you just select that and delete it. Okay. Now what you do is, why I have asked you to select this source is, I want to do some calculation on this data.
Right.
What is that calculation that I want to do? If you observe the source clearly, go back and verify, you will have some understanding in that. Go back to the columns. See, now I want to, because this is sales data, no?
Right.
Sales data will be based on product. So each product ID is sold a number of times. So every time that product is sold, a record will be entered into the sales table.
Right.
So obviously same product will be sold a number of times, multiple records will be there. Now I want to group.
Hello.
Understand the concept. Concept is clear, right?
You want to group by what?
Such sort of activity I want to do. Group by product ID.
Okay.
And why I am grouping is, I want to calculate how many number of order IDs, sales order IDs are there. Count of sales order IDs I want to calculate.
Okay.
Sum of order quantities I want to calculate. Maximum of unit price I want to find out. And similarly average of line total I want to verify.
Okay.
So for that, just click on OK. Now bring on aggregate transformation and put it between OLEDB source and flat file. You just pull down the flat file destination. Still aggregate, you just can pull it to your right side to a certain extent. Just completely control, you can pull it to right side also.
Can you arrange this one? Like there is any arrange function?
You don't have anything here. You just pull your control. No. You just pull your control, your aggregate control towards your right completely. You can drag it. You place it there. Now this OLEDB source, regular output, bring it and connect to the aggregate source. Regular output. You have that green output. You pull it and connect to the aggregate. And aggregate output, give it to the flat file. Now go to the aggregate, double click. And whatever the source is providing, you have all these columns. Select product ID first. Click on checkbox. See the operation it is showing as group by order quantity. Order quantity just can you will have a drop down list. You can select that from the drop down list. Just select it. Here I want to count.
Order quantity count?
No, sum.
Sum, right? Yeah.
Order quantity sum. Sales order ID count. Next is sales order ID. Count. Unit price, maximum unit price I want to find out. Select max. Okay. Here in this you max. Then line total. Come down. Line total you make it as average. Fine.
Okay.
So now all the columns you are doing some calculation. You are grouping the data based on product ID and count of sales order ID, sum of order quantities, maximum of unit price and average of line total. Then click on OK. Flat file rather than OK. Keep it flat file, or you just delete this flat file destination. Better we'll understand only with SQL destination or OLEDB destination. Data will be clear because we are already acquainted with flat file. You don't need to go SQL destination. You go first. SQL server destination. Last one.
So what is the difference between OLEDB destination and SQL Server?
OLEDB is common to any database.
Okay, SQL Server is just for SQL.
Only SQL Server. Aggregate to connect to the SQL destination now. Now double click and configure this. Give it to a different database. Here database Sanjay DB. Okay. Now go for new. There you will find out. New. Left side you have Sanjay DB. You select it. Okay. Here also you go for new.
What did we select? Order detail, right?
Because structure is different, right? So you just give it as AGGR to understand. Right. Okay. Okay. Mappings. Confirm the mappings and execute it. Can't be inserted because conversion. DT unique identifier 2 once again. That is DT numeric. Unsigned integers 8. Okay. So for the time being, eliminate because we need to understand data conversion first. Eliminate no, not here. There in the source, eliminate sales order ID. In the source, go to source.
No, we can do it here also.
Here also you can do it. You just can take off sales order ID in that. Okay. Right, it happens. Double click now, SQL Server destination, mapping will be different. Double click on that. Okay. So go to the connection manager, top, create it as new, better, because the structure is different now.
No, but why can't we just go and delete?
No, it will not allow to delete there.
Or just remove that.
Okay, remove it and see what happens. And do that also, but the destination still gives. Okay, fine, accept it. At times it accepts, at times it will create the problem. Okay, now execute it.
Yeah.
See, we got error. See that in progress. Top. Event handler, package explorer, progress.
event handler.
No. Control flow, data flow, parameters, event handler, progress is there, right? And that you just come down. Still come down. There is a SQL Server destination unable to bulk copy. You may need to run the package as an administrator. SQL Server destination failed the pre-execute phase and returned sponsor code. 67%. Only 66% it is able to. Execution method resulting in failure. So warning message, last warning message, you place your mouse pointer there. Account when the number of errors reaches number of specified. Not clear, error is not clear. Why it is getting the problem.
That's the error.
Method resulting in failure, then this occurs when the number of errors reaches the number of specified maximum effort count. Change the error count or fix errors. That is DBS role, not our role. We don't need to look into that. Okay. So just minimize it. Go back to the, I will stop it, go back to the data flow. Replace this SQL destination with OLEDB destination, we'll see what happens. Connect aggregate first. In the drop down list itself you can select the table AGGR or order dot the table. Okay. It's done, right?
Yeah, now it's done.
So 1,21,000 records are now grouped and you got it as 266 rows.
Yeah. 121,000 grouped into 26. Okay.
Okay, now what I want here is to go back to the result in the management studio. See, move up starting with first product ID 707. See, 707 sum of order quantities is so and so, max of unit price is so and so, and line total average is so and so. But how many records of 707 we have, we don't know, right? That if at all you have sales order ID count is there, then you might be. So now what is that I am expecting is, I want to have all the records of product ID 707 to be displayed. Then as a subtotal it has to give me the sum of order quantity, maximum of unit price and average of line total.
Right. Product ID wise. Right?
Right. So I want to have all product means each product ID means 707 all the records and sum average maximum as subtotal. Then go to the 708 all records of 708
Okay.
sum average minimum maximum whatever it is. Likewise I want to have.
Okay.
How do we do that? This is one task. I am just giving the task, you can try it out. Okay, this is one task. The second task what I am doing, what I want is,
So you want 707, then what?
you understood my question?
No, not yet. So
You type it as each product ID, all the records to be displayed. Each product ID
right now it is not displaying, it is displaying each product ID, right?
is not displaying all the records, only single line record it is displaying. 707 only one record it is displaying, right? Now how many records of 707 I have? All the records I want to have.
Oh, you want to have, you don't want grouping, you just want the product ID wise, all the records for
all the records, and then I want to have subtotals.
Subtotal as a separate row.
Subtotal of sum of order quantities, maximum of unit price, average of line total.
Okay.
So 707 is finished, then it has to move to 708. All the records of 708 to be displayed and then the subtotal.
So basically you want
In the destination only.
so if let's say there are two records of 707, so you want two rows of 707 and
Third row will be this record.
Third row will be this record, right?
Third row will be this record.
Oh, okay.
Understood right now, right?
Yeah, I got it.
This is one thing. Second task what I am looking into is, I want to have, now what it is doing is, it is only giving the calculated result, right?
Yes.
Now I want to have original data also to be given as output, and that original data should go into a separate destination, and this calculated result should go into another destination.
Okay.
So I want to have two destinations. One destination should have the total whatever source is providing.
Total of this, whatever it is right now.
No, not this. Entire data coming from the source.
Oh, okay. So it will be the copy of order detail table.
It's almost, but sorted based on product ID. All product IDs of 707 will be first, next will be 708, like that. The total data will be like that. Sorted based on product ID.
The other table?
And aggregated result. Okay, this is two outputs.
Yeah.
Now, shall I give you even too much of advanced concept also here? You just take down the task. Later on, once you are confident on exercise, then you can try it out. Okay. The third task, what I can say is, you just can give a space. Right. The third task is, for each product ID, a separate destination to be created randomly. Each product ID, a separate destination should be created randomly, and whole data of that product ID along with aggregated data should be there.
So each
product ID data will be in that table.
Oh.
And along with
dynamically it should create a table.
Dynamically it should create a table.
Table and put each product ID and it's all data.
Now what I want is the table name also based on this product ID.
Oh, okay. Something like order detail underscore product ID.
order detail underscore 707, order detail underscore 708, like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many product IDs you have? You got 266 records here, right? The result that is shown on Management Studio has 266 rows, no?
Yeah.
Means 266 product IDs are there. 266 tables has to be created.
Right.
And for each product ID, what all the data you have, all that data should be there in that table along with aggregated result.
Along with
Aggregated result.
this result. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Got it, right?
I got it. Okay, let me try that and
Okay. The remaining part we will see in the tomorrow's class.
Okay, so what time you are planning tomorrow, right? Same time?
Same time. I will be doing extended hours tomorrow. I will be free. No problem.
Oh, okay.